Welcome to Jerry's Fish Room.
All right, guys, welcome back to Jerry's Fish Room. Thank you so much for joining me. Big shout out to my channel sponsor, Consolidated Fish Farms. Greatly appreciate them. Also, wanted to just again thank Ben for giving me just a few minutes when I went to Nashville. Unfortunately, things didn't work out quite as we wanted to. I didn't get to do the live stream due to Ben being just under the weather. But he did give me some time. There'll be a video coming out in the next couple weeks of an interview that I had with him and a little bit of a inside look at his fish room. And then again, thank you. Also, big shout out to Joe with Glass Cages. I am so stoked. Thank you so much. Again, things a little rough in the start end of it, but got a good tour of the facility. And yes, guys, we do have some good luck. I am getting a new tank from Glass Cages. I am totally stoked. It'll be here in a couple of months. It is a 72 or 6 foot long by 2 foot wide by 2 foot deep aquarium in stand with low iron glass on the front panel. I am so excited. It's 180 gallons, and I am totally looking forward to that. And when that comes in, I'll take you on the trip. We'll go pick it up together. We'll bring it home. We'll paint the stand up. We'll get it in place. And I am moving these guys to that new tank when I change out the 120. So totally stoked about that. Totally excited. Today, I just wanted to just touch base with you guys. Before I left, I was really thinking about all of the changes and things that I wanted to do. As you know, I talked about initially moving this fish room out into the garage after further processing and testing and understanding what it would take to make that garage a viable fish room. Came to the conclusion the temperature is way too hot out there. The water fluctuation temperature would be too great. Not a big fan of keeping fish at 84 or 86 that really like 78 or 80. And so I am not going to be moving out there. I am just going to revamp this fish room, and I'm going to take you through what I'm thinking today as far as what the plan is. And so, guys, as always, thank you for your support. Looking for those people that like the video, like the content. Please subscribe, hit that bell so that you'll know when the next videos drop, and then give me that thumbs up. And if you guys deem it worthwhile, it will help getting the content to other people. So without further ado, guys, let's go talk about what we're going to do in the fish room. All right, guys, before we get started, also as a part of the changes that are coming, I wanted to just take you back and show you all my tanks as a part of it. And guys, this is that 180 gallon discus tank. While I'm not anticipating any changes in here, this tank lives in my bedroom. Wife absolutely loves it, looking at it at night before we go to bed or waking up early and just sitting here and chilling out. And so we both enjoy this. As you can tell, man, this jungle val has gone crazy in here. It's upwards of 5 and 6 feet long. Love the fact that it just really kind of upholds its name. It makes it look like a jungle. And so I'm so stoked about this. Again, I can't thank Brandon, the blind fish keeper, enough for the plants. The Amazon sword over there came from Brandon. A lot of this jungle val came from Brandon. And also that Anubias, large Anubias there, that the leaves are kind of dying out on, so I'm hoping we'll see some new growth out of it. But this tank is doing great. And in here, you'll see I have the Stenker discus. And then I moved the angelfish that I got from Consolidated Fish Farms. The pearl scale, he's in there. He's doing well. Loves it in there. Nobody's bothering anybody. I got probably 30 or so ember tetras in there, 13 or so neons, some rummy nose, about probably a dozen or so of those. Bunch of black mollies. That's what I started the tank with, and we all know what mollies do, and they do a good job in this tank in reproducing. So this is a quick update on this tank, and just wanted to give you a good look at it. Guys, so this is the front room. This is the first thing, or one of the things that's going to change. This is the 120 gallon South American tank that I've had out here, and you can go back and check out previous videos about all the fish that are in here. But I got some red top tapajos, and got a Salvini in there, and about 4 or 5 clown loaches, 2 green terrors, 2 Jack Dempseys, 4 silver dollars, and a couple of yo-yo loaches in there as well. So, but absolutely love this tank. But this tank is going to go bye-bye. And of course, we can't forget Monster, my big Oscar. This tank is going to go bye-bye. It's going to be taken, I'm going to move it out, and we're going to bring the 180 gallon tank in here, and then I'm going to move the Africans into the 180. Now, temporarily, what I'm going to do is I talk about the rest of the changes in the fish room. I am going to shift all of these guys to my 125, bring my Africans out here temporarily, and then when I get the new tank, I'm going to just basically move the Africans out and put them back in to the new tank. Alright guys, so we're walking into the fish room, and yeah, I was on vacation, so there's a lot of stuff everywhere, and got a Higer light in that box that I haven't opened up yet. But this is where all of the big work is going to happen. So right now, as you can see as I walk in here, this first tank on the left, this is my shrimp tank, and you can tell over here in the corner there's a lot of snails, but that's okay. But I have several yellow Neocaridina shrimp in here, and these guys have been very prolific. The last time I counted, I started with 10. There's probably upwards of 16 or so adults, and I counted at least 16 little shrimp in that tank. So there's upwards of 30, 35 shrimp in that tank now. Most of them are little, and looking forward to getting them growing out. Over here is the 10 gallon, which again will eventually change. And this is, yes, the electric blue Ochart that I had fry for. And so I lost a few, probably 20 or 30 of them, but there's probably upwards of 100, 150 in here. And so I'm looking forward to them growing out. So over here, as you can see, this is the 125, and of course it's the one that's in most of my shots. And not much change here with the tank, but this is the tank that's going to be the future home of all my South Americans. So I'm excited about that. And then over here we have the 55 gallon tank. You can hear my puppies in the background. One thing Ben and I have in common, we love our beagles. But this 55 right now has the home for 2 electric blue Ochart. That's the mom and pop of all those baby fry over there. And then there's 3 or 4 green terrors in here, courtesy of Mr. Blind Fish Keeper himself, Brandon. And then I've got 4 small Jack Dempseys and 2 large Jack Dempseys in this tank as well. This tank, you will see, is going to get emptied out. I'm going to move all of this substrate that's in this tank over into the 125, where I'm going to move the South Americans. And then, like I said, I'm going to take the Africans and put them out in the 120 temporarily. So that's part of the change that's going to go on. So we have some new additions to the fish room. Let me see if we can get in here. I always wanted to try this, and so I did. So I went to my local fish store, Community Aquatics here in DeLand, Florida. Mr. James was kind enough to get me set up with about 9 guppies in here. I got about 2 males and 1 and 6, but I got 7 females. Good ratio on these is, from what I've been reading, is 1 to 3. But I wanted to start this tank out as just a small guppy tank and let guppies do what guppies do and fill this sucker up. This tank will probably hold upwards of 150 guppies, 150 guppies with some good water changes. If you haven't noticed, this is also the same the dirted tank experiment that I did a video on. And so all of those plants are planted down in there. They're all doing really, really well. Having a couple of issues, or had a couple of issues of trying to keep the stem plants down, getting them rooted in. But, you know, I just keep pushing them back in. The one thing I will tell you I noticed with this tank is that this tank will often produce gas, and I do mean gas, coming up from, I guess, all of the stuff settling in, all the fertilizers and different things that are in that that dirt mixture that I put in here. And yeah, at times it can get a little, yeah, not so good smelling. My wife, she likes to call it the farting tank. So if you can tell what that means, you kind of understand what sometimes the smells like out of this tank. But my understanding is that happens for a short period of time or a little while, and then ultimately the tank will settle itself in and everything is good. So right now there's 9 new guppy. I just added them in today, and I'm very much looking forward to filling this tank up with guppies. Also in here you'll see, if I'll zoom in here, there's 2 mystery snails. There's one there, and there's one right there, the second mystery snail. And yes, I have not had the same problem Ben has had. Mine seem to be comfortable where they're at, and they do not like to escape, so they've been good. I also have a lot of what I call pest snails in the tank. Those are courtesy of, yep, they tag along on plants, and I don't know whose plants they got them from. I'm willing to bet I know whose plants I got them from, Brandon. But we're going to fix them guys. I'm going to put a few assassins in there and see if we can at least keep it a little bit under control. All right, now let's talk about what the changes are going to be to this room, other than cleaning it up. So the intent is I am going to go do 2 build your own stands, rack systems, and the dimensions are going to be 5 foot long, 6 foot high, and 12 inches deep. And that will hold most all of my 20-gallon tanks as far as the depth is concerned, and it will also hold these 55s. Now I have the other 55 in the garage, which I'm going to have to basically drain and reseal because of the concern with the caulk. But the intention is I'll have 2 racks. If you can imagine it, there'll be these desks are going to go away. I'm going to put a 5-foot rack along this wall, and it's going to have 3 shelves on it. The middle shelf will be the home of the 55. The top 2 shelves and the bottom 2 shelves will hold 20s and 29 gallons tanks, and then probably the 10-gallon as well. And then right along this wall, right in front of the window, I'm going to move this 125. I'm going to center this up, so this will be the first thing you see when you come into this room. It will be truly the centerpiece for this room, is the South Americans. And then this 55, as I said, is going to go on the rack across the room. But in place of this 55, I'm just going to leave this open for a couple of chairs. But then where this 125 sits, I'm going to, once I move it from here to over there, I'm going to put another 5-foot by 6-foot high 3-shelf rack there, where I'll bring in the other 55-gallon, put it on the middle rack, and then I'll have 2 racks, top and bottom, to handle some more 20-gallon tanks, so that I can do my breeding project. This 29-gallon, as you see, the door right there with the coats on it, that's the door we come in at. And yeah, that is my dad's deer from New York. May he rest in peace, not just the deer, but my dad as well. If you see this 29-gallon tank, this is going to go on one of the racks. Then I'm going to take this stand right here, and I'll probably put it like between the chairs or somewhere over here, and I'm going to put that shrimp tank right there, give you a good shot of some shrimp. I'm going to put that shrimp tank on that 29-gallon. So again, excuse me, on that 29-gallon stand. So that's kind of an update of where everything is at and where I'm headed. And I love to hear your thoughts. All right, guys. So those are going to be the changes in the fish room. I am so excited about it. Looking forward again to that 180-gallon tank from Glass Cages. If you have suggestions or comments, things that you would do in your fish room, leave them in the leave them in the comment section below. Again, love to take a listen and see what you guys think, and maybe I'll take some of the suggestions and implement them into my fish room. Also, if you have any questions concerning the hobby or concerning any of these fish or what I do or how I do it, I would absolutely love it if you would put those also in the comments, and then I can look at those and utilize that to do more videos, answering your questions on whatever the topic is. Again, guys, I appreciate all of the support. If you'd love to support the channel, one of the things I have out there is my Teespring account. It is in the description. Go check it out. You can get some merchandise from Teespring, some Jerry's Fish Room merchandise. Absolutely love the stuff. It would help the channel. It would help these projects as well. Would greatly appreciate that. Also, shout out to Chris G. Chris G, thank you so much. You reached out and bought some fish from my channel sponsor, Consolidated Fish Farms. They let me know that you reached out and you did purchase, and we've been in contact and looking forward to some pictures of those fish. But if y'all are interested, great prices on shipping, awesome fish. Check out my channel sponsor. The link is in the description. If you use the link, it gives a little bit of help to the channel. But also, if you at checkout put in Jerry's Fish Room, it'll get you 10% off of your purchase. So go check out Consolidated Fish Farms. I greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel. And so guys, with that being said, before I went on vacation, I told you all that I was doing a giveaway. I have a short video with some help from one of my coworkers. We drew the names. You already know who they are. I've been in contact with you. But I'm going to run this short video, and then we will bug out for the week. So guys, you know what's coming next. After the video, don't stop. Keep loving the fish. Alright guys, I'm here with my co-worker Mike Walters, good friend of mine. He's given me a lot of input on the videos. He's helped me with that. So I decided to use him to select the two names who will win the t-shirts this time. Now, just as a reminder, this isn't going to be the only giveaway. I'll probably do something again in a couple of months. But here we go. We're going to draw the names. I've put all of the names in the cup right in here. Okay, they're all folded up. I have no idea. So Mike is going to draw the names and he's going to read them.
Let's see what we got. We have Chris G.
Chris G. All right, Chris G. Congratulations.
Show it.
I will send out a request for your address, and we'll get you hooked up as far as what size t-shirt and what color.
Give it a shake.
Shaking it up. All right, here's the next one.
P.S.
Oh, that's peas and haps. Peas and haps. Abbreviated it. But peas and haps, I'll be reaching out to you. Congratulations to both of you guys. Thank you all for leaving the comments. And I promise this won't be the only giveaway. We'll be doing this again in a couple of months. But congratulations to you two. I'll be reaching out, asking for your shirt size, color, and your address so I can get them sent to you.